series of Rocket League we're about to witness, I feel really good about their chances, but you cannot typically go against the statistical anomaly of the gods that are BDS.
They make the whole thing weird. The number of points they have, the number of wins they have, the percentages of how often they clean sweep, how often they reverse sweep, how often game 5s game 7s today just belong to them. It's ridiculous. It's insane. And Guild have to put up with that. And if they are to put up with that, I think they're going to rely on the man who's currently at that back post over there, Nolly. He has been playing so well over the last couple of days.
Yeah, Nolly has looked unbelievable. The way that he has had ball control in very adverse situations too, where he's had not quite the perfect takeoff, where he's been bumped in the air even, or his flip reset doesn't quite land. His ability to just work his way out of and create any situation, it's the best we've ever seen him.
Well, they need to keep up that form today, but Devo's getting in the way, and Nolly is there. He's got reflexes, he's got reads, and he's given Guild a lead.
It was Extra just being a touch slow on the back line, rotates back out. Didn't expect Nolly to be in his complete blind spot, and can't blame Extra there too much in fairness, because Nolly was in a very strange position. Takes full advantage of that, and out of nowhere, Nolly with the goal.
Yeah, we're talking up Guild's chances here, but we have to remember the Team BDS have won 7 of the 10 available championships so far. All the regionals, all the majors, they've literally won 70% of those tournaments. So for anybody tuning in right now who's new to this, wondering why we're all saying this team is so unbeatable, that is why. And over the course of the best of 7, BDS will be favourites, but they've started here a lot slower. Devo is just waiting to see if he can turn around that ball there and tap it home. Almost another one for Guild.
Also, if you are new to the RLCS, welcome. Secondly, what an amazing series you've decided to tune in at. This is BDS trying to just make it to the grand finals against a team that has looked like in their best form of their lives coming into this Regional 3.
Yeah, this is already joint furthest that Guild have ever got. They reached the top 4 in the Winter Major. Other than that, it's been an up-and-down season for them. So they're trying to complete the task of getting to a final for the first time, a team that was put together to do just that. And their start in this series is looking pretty good. Devo onto the backboard, could have another chance for a second goal. Monkey Moon was up nice and quickly. Bo's going to be coming in. He needs to make sure he doesn't get too chasey. That was a good play from him. And Nolly can complete the squeeze. Guild looking a lot better in this first one.
Yeah, Guild looking really confident. The attack has been mostly on their side, racking up 4 shots in total so far. Team BDS with 4 shots as well. However, I've not remembered quite as many of them. Nolly with an unbelievable pre-jump there. Leaves throw at the back to clear up, does manage to, and sends it back to their spearhead.
Monkey Moon is doing a lot of work in defense right now, not so much on the other side of the field where he's normally more revered. Extra can't quite reach that one, though. Tried to get the read, but wasn't quite able to do it. And now Devo fakes out Monkey Moon, then gets it past Mark by 8. This is getting interesting, this game.
So on that left wall, we'll be getting a touch, but it just falls away from him, leaves it to Monkey Moon there. Somehow managing to be the best player on BDS, not by a long margin by any means, but certainly being the standout player. As Mark has that shooting ability that can get a goal from pretty much anywhere. Can't say that about too many players. Though with an awkward double tap will leave the ball falling down to Mark. And with Devo taking the shot, the seconds tick down and Guild continue with the lead.
Monkey Moon's been seen as BDS's best player for a long time, but I'd say the man who had the ball a second ago, Extra, is in the finer form right now. When they beat Vitality, he was just the bane of Vitality's existence time and time again, and that is why. Look at the setup, look at the touch. He's following it all the way. BDS don't even need a chance to score. They just need the ball.
He had his eyes trained on the net that entire time too. Look at that. Manages to sneak it in the back post. After getting an awkward touch around one attacker, and then back flipping it around Nolly. Really great vision to see that otherwise if he gets it past 2, suddenly the net's open.
Even though Guild are playing a little bit faster, you can just tell that Team BDS are a roster that's used to winning. Never looked like they were panicking even when they were being outpaced to the ball. And now they have their equalizer and they can go for more. Monkey Moon slows it down in the air. Extra gets bypassed. Nolly with a chance for a decent challenge against Mark by 8, and it reaches slow. Now Devo needs to be coming in until Monkey Moon sends it long actually for the other side. It's BDS who are coming. Monkey Moon in the corner. End-to-end stuff right now. Neither team able to complete a foothold.
BDS is such an incredibly strong and fast team as well, where Guild really seem to be taking it to them. Look, Tho, with a couple of very good touches, can get it almost into the back of the net. Nolly to center it. Though will he get involved? Does try to force his Monkey Moon to get that touch, and so Devo can receive really nice interrupting play from Tho. 45 seconds left, that's what you want to be seeing.
Monkey Moon series got marked by it to his right. Perhaps he should have gone for the pass instead of, I think it was a flip reset. My camera was quite far away. Marked by 8 does eventually get the ball, but he's blocked by Tho. BDS in the last 30 seconds trying to do some damage. Here, this one that goes to the corner. It's a good doink away from Devo, and that will just relieve so much pressure on Guild.
It would then mean that Devo could go into the opposite corner and pick up 100 boosts and then start this dribble. All from that one touch onto the ceiling. Can he get that flip? Does manage to. Blocks it. Finds the corner and also finds Extra, who cannot get the dunk. Monkey Moon forced to clear it away on his own side. Extra not able to stay up, unfortunately. Nearly the touch back from Nolly as well. Overtime in game 1 looking very likely.
This is a match between two teams, one of which normally sweeps the other one. BDS will normally get a 3-0 or a 4-0 against Guild. No evidence of that so far as Nolly catches that one. I'm talking as if we're going into the overtime, but we're still yet to have that happen. The ball yet to drop. Guild have got some defending to do. Mark Beatty, he ended it here off the back wall. Oh my goodness, that was such a chance. We do go to overtime eventually.
You mentioned about the sweep stat. In the last 9 times these teams have played, it has been 50-50 whether Guild have been swept by BDS or not. That's ridiculous. That's unbelievable. I can't even understand that stat.
And Guild's only win was in the group stage when they won 3-0, and Team BDS had already guaranteed top 2, so bad omens as they go into this overtime to Guild. Monkey Moon is hovering underneath that one. Tho needs to get some distance just to make it not easy for Monkey Moon. Actually, Monkey Moon misses it. Nolly's coming in on the side. Tho's there waiting, desperate for that ball to go over his opposition goal. Then he gets the pinch towards the goal. Extra sends it out wide when Monkey Moon was just waiting underneath. So Guild starting the overtime well. I was worried that they wouldn't.
Whiff? Monkey Moon with a very, very uncharacteristic whiff there. Does manage to find Extra, which is exceptionally well timed by him, because otherwise that was a great opportunity for Guild to continue piling on their pressure. Though to send long, but Extra to catch and find the left-hand wall. Devo to be the first man to it. Pinches it
again
beautifully. This ball is rocketing every which way around this pitch.
Yeah, normally we fall asleep a little bit during Boomer Ball, but the connections that these players are making are so clean. Every time these long clearances are coming in, they are putting genuine pressure on their opponents, as opposed to just giving the ball back. But that one is going to be a chance for Extra coming in. It was blocked by Tho and Nolly as well, I think, coming forward. Devo's got some work to do in defense. The pass is just over the top of Extra. He tries to flick it up. And then Tho misses. This could be really dangerous again. So a combination of big booms, odd misses, and the ball goes safe.
Devo with a 50 alongside Extra. Pinches to that right wall. Tho not even challenging Mark by 8. So he doesn't fancy himself on that race. Instead, we'll go for the block a little bit later on.
Right.
But look at the BDS just finding each other with every single vital touch. Can he get another one marked by 8? Yes, he does. And Extra, of course, sinks it in the back of the net. Game 1 going the way of BDS.
BDS's current fashionable clutch man is Extra, and there he was, marked by 8 with some pirouettes as he fell to set up the Frenchman. And it was the 1 minute and 45 second winner for Team BDS, who do take game 1. Now, if you are Guild Stumpy, don't lose heart, because that's as good a game 1 as they've got against Team BDS, other than that sweep, for as long as I can remember.
Monkey Moon has got his head in his hands. I'm not too sure why. I think he is looking stressed. This has been a very quick game where there's been so much pressure on the BDS net. In the end, the shots managed to be 11 in favor of Guild, 13 for BDS, however. So there was more pressure from BDS over towards that Guild side, and yet Guild looked relatively stoic. Monkey Moon is showing that emotion where typically when they literally win majors, win regionals, they've got videos that come out on Twitter where they stop, they type GGs, they stand up, they shake hands, and then they immediately go to bed. That's just what BDS do.
The mechanics come and they get a drill and they whir away the screws that combine Team BDS so they can go into rest mode until the next regional comes along. But yeah, this is familiar territory for Team BDS, less so for Guild, and that will definitely play in Team BDS's favor. But I am liking what I'm seeing from Guild so far. They've got a really good balance. Tho and Nolly, they are always the key men for Guild, in my opinion. How will they play around each other? Are they getting in each other's way, or are they supporting each other? From what we saw from that game 1, they were completely supporting each other, and Devo's third man positioning was exactly right. He was there for the BDS booms without being so far back that his team had no pressure.
The thing is, this is such a far cry from the quarterfinals that BDS had versus Atlantide Wave. They're not used to being stressed this much, and Monkey Moon is trying to show Guild that they should not be taking it quite as hard.
Yeah, that's not quite as good from Guild there. Tho's clearance just puts Nolly into a corner. He reverses, does his best to do something with it, but Monkey Moon is always going to be sniffing around for opportunities like that. And 7 seconds into game 2, Team BDS have a lead.
And it was a very unfortunate touch from Tho. Unfortunate, you could say that, or actually it was just a bad touch from Tho because he needed to be doing a lot more with it. We'll find a center again, marked by 8, sends it onto that ramp and extra to follow up. It is becoming clockwork for the Machine Men.
I think that they're warming up right now, Team BDS, which is scary for Guild.
Nolly missed.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep a close eye on their comms. Will they stop talking? They will have Gregan in their ears constantly. They could go 10-0 down. It does, to be fair, unless you're winning in the end. They could go 10-0 down, and Gregan will still be keeping their spirits up, saying, come on, boys, we can do this. So this start is just one they have to see away, maybe try and tread water for 30 seconds or so, and then at least get themselves in this second game before it gets too ugly.
It is BDS though. Look at how well every single attacking player is going against that Guild defense. Devo trying to get that ground pinch. Will fake out marked by 8, but Monkey Moon will be there to fend the ball off. Try to find extra, but Tho will be getting that clear away. And Monkey Moon, the very gentle touch. Every now and then it does just seem like Guild start to work their way back onto the half of BDS, but it never lasts long. Look at that passing play out of defense. Extra even fakes it, finds Mark by 8, who will nearly find that top corner. Monkey Moon is there in the end, and that is absolutely perfect.
It was lovely, but did you see how much space they had for that first pass? Yeah. The through ball went, I'm pretty sure, past the halfway line, and still all 3 Guild players were behind the ball. No one out there to reach it. I mean, Guild, they've turtled a little bit in this game. It seems that we're already in damage limitation mode. But Team BDS, when they are given that space, they can thread the needle unlike anyone, arguably, in the world.
It's 3-0 in just over 1 minute? Oh my god, how did I not work that one out?
You need to do some, like, quick maths or something.
Yeah, good lord, how did I not understand what a minute was? I'm going to give up on that sentence. Cool, Cole, Rocket League's happening.
Yeah, it's Tho with an air dribble, trying to go over the top of Mark by 8. He's got at least got some territory for his lads. 1 minute and 37 seconds. I tried to show off there and it almost backfired into this second game. Mark by 8's up. He tries to keep it going, and then Tho can spray it outside, and now my caster is going to talk for me instead. Yeah.
I've rebooted. Nolly onto that flip reset. We'll find Monkey Moon in the air with amazing pre-jump as well. Extra to clear. Monkey Moon to receive. Tho on the backside. Has to tip it to the corner. But now BDS are finding each other with every single passing play. Even when the ball isn't in a great position for them to find, they're still going for it. Monkey Moon didn't need to find the ball because he finds Tho.
Yeah, now Mark by 8 gets involved as well. Devo's clearance just fell to Mark by 8. His teammates weren't quick enough there. Oh, and there was a bump as well on Tho. Oh, no, that's so cruel, Monkey Moon. You don't need to be doing that when you're already 4 goals up. This one's going to get ugly. I can't see this game being one where suddenly Guild get a goal and then they look really good. I think this is inevitably going to turn into a 5 or 6-0 for Team BDS. The question is, can Guild deal with that going forward?
Yeah, I mean, Guild at this point, you look at game 3, genuinely. Not many teams that you'd be thinking, few goals down, okay, maybe we'll look forward with half the game left. You maybe get a confidence goal or 2. That's truly all you can bank on. When it's BDS looking in this form, it's so hard to work back against it. But Tho, with 1 touch, and Nolly to secure one of their couple with 2 minutes 20 left. Maybe we're being a little bit too generous to BDS.
I think we are after that goal. No, I don't think we're being generous to BDS. I think we're being disingenuous towards Guild. At 4-0, it did seem very much over, but they do get a goal, and suddenly the question is asked, can they build some momentum? There's more time left in this second game than I thought there would be before they scored. 3 goals, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. It can happen if they get lucky or if they have a wonder play. Get themselves back in it. Interesting things could occur, but not if they concede down the other end, as Nolly puts that one outside towards Tho, who just sends it long. Guild are still being boost starved. You know, all the problems that were there before aren't magically fixed with that goal, but at least they've got something.
It's also relying somewhat on a BDS error. And look at Extra there, chasing down Devo in defense, because he knew that if he can rush Devo, then that means that it's going to be an awkward touch, a bad touch, quite frankly, and then his attacking friend can come in to go for a decent shot on net. There's so much forethought from every single touch and every single movement off the ball plays from BDS. that in every avenue, Guild are struggling. It is absolutely dazzling to watch them move around the pitch.
It's incredible to watch the way they find each other. They always seem to have so much time on the pitch. They always seem to have boost as well, the Team BDS. You're thinking that this attack's got to end at some point. There's no way they can still go for an air dribble. The camera cuts to Monkey Moon. He's on 60. It's like, when did he get that? I thought he was using everything. You know, all these pros, they go over pads. All their boost management is stupendous. But yet Team BDS just have that 10% more at any one time. When they're playing like this, it's beautiful clockwork, Rocket League.
Extra again, just going from the ceiling, finds his way back down. We continue challenging off this. He does and gets that 12 boost. Monkey Moon did not get the memo, however. So everybody splits up on the side of BDS. Good demo in the net for Mark by 8. He retains so much speed. Can get rid of one player on the pitch. We'll open up that net, but now Guild have had a time to reform. Can they get another confidence goal? Mark by 8. He has just got an absolute... He's just got the red mist has descended, and it's a couple of players on Guild with a death wish.
It's not even the red mist. It's just pure confidence and possession and just
Monkey Moon parked
dominance over their opponents right now. Only in this game, it has to be said. I'm by no means thinking this is how the rest of the series is going to look, but BDS in this one, all we can really do is just sit back and admire. This is Rocket League at its very best. Guild are a good team. Guild have reached the semi-finals of the third regional. They've beaten good teams to get here. I mean, up
form
against
of
Wolves.
their lives as well.
They are in the form of their lives, yeah. They 3-0'd BDS, no less, a couple of days ago. And BDS are toying with them. Absolutely toying with them in that second game. Guild are taking a timeout. I mean,
after two as well.
After two as well.
That's the Gregan timeout.
I think that if I'm in that, if I'm in that timeout, if I'm their coach, I'm just saying that game has gone. They're really good, aren't they? Right? How do we beat them? You know, let's just wipe that one off. Don't take anything away from it. Look at Greg in there. Look how proud of himself he is.
Earlier on, we did, just to break the fourth wall, we did mock him in the green room a bit because he looked dead in the camera. And it's like, Greg, it's not about you. It's about your players right now. Come on, talk to your players. And he is. He's doing a great job just trying to get them back into that mindset of, look, we're against the best team in the world, guys. Like, we need to do something special to beat them again. You're not going to sweep BDS off them. Nobody will. Gibbs said it earlier. No one has swept BDS this year until Guild managed to do it. If Gregan's referencing those results, that is certainly a confidence inspirer.
Yeah, it's also they're taking experience against Team BDS for the championships. That's what they have to do to play as well as they possibly can against Team BDS. They can use everything they're learning. Everything Team BDS are doing well is stuff that they can take forward into their own games when they're facing the Solaries, the Quesos, the other teams that have made it into those championships. It all starts here. This is a bit of a free shot against Team BDS, the way I see it. They have completed mission number 1 to make that top 6, and they're smiling as well. I think that's good to see as well. You can see there, Greg, with a cheeky little grin. They're not down and despondent. They have to be feeling as happy as they possibly can in this one.
I mean, they're talking through it. That's what you need to do. That's what these timeouts are for. Talk as much as possible. Make sure that you know what's wrong, your coach knows what's wrong, those issues are identified, and you move forwards with the series. It's currently BDS 2-0 up, and that second game was a soft thrashing for BDS, where it looked like at times it could have been 5-6-0. But in the end, there was a goal for Guild. It inspired a touch of confidence because that's when they held BDS back. No more goals were scored after that one. And it is now time for Guild to regroup, rejoin, and begin to dismantle the best.
I mean, if you want to hear the most positive spin of all, Guild won the second half of that match, 1-0. I said at 4-0, this one is going to turn into 5 or 6. I was wrong. You know, Guild didn't concede in the second half of that match, and they scored themselves. So if they can just hold out the first 40 seconds or so, bring themselves back into the series, make sure they're connecting with each other eventually like they were in game 1, then they've got a chance here. But they have to stay solid at the beginning of this one.
Mark by 8 will receive that pass from Monkey Moon, who catches it from the ceiling as well, back central. This is then sent along again by Nolly. But look at the positioning from BDS to catch it midfield, try and stop it as best they can, and then see if a player is there to catch it on their own team. It's absolutely fantastic to see how they rotate around each other. Extra with a lot of boost will forego going for it. Instead, Monkey Moon will be able to. Mark by 8 will be whipping that one, pulling Extra onto it in a rushed way.
Yeah, they're doing a lot better now, though, Guild. The clearances are stronger and longer. And just putting Team BDS under a little bit more pressure as per that game 1. Good bump there from Devo and Monkey Moon before all their hard work was about to be undone as Monkey Moon was getting ready to pull the trigger, and they're finding each other in defense as well. So a really good return to form for Guild. The BDS are just starting to wear into action themselves as Mark Bayet goes to the backboard. Nolly has to make a read. He does towards Extra. What can Extra do here? Get beaten to the ball is the answer. And here's Nolly trying to complete the jump. And Nolly scores.
Fantastic counter-attack from Nolly, sitting upfield, waiting to receive that pass, because he sees just how well Devo is going to be beating the Extra to the ball. Gets his nose on it, catches both Monkey Moon and Mark Bayet out, and with a long shot, bottom corner is found. Nolly taking the lead for Guild.
What can BDS do about that? The question is asked. Steal the boost from the kickoff is the answer, but Nolly has a chance for a solo play. Mark Bayet does manage to steam in, uses all the boost that he picked up. Demo's coming in. It was Nolly on Monkey Moon. There's definitely something else they're looking for as well. Another bump, though, that time on Mark Bayet. Is he going to stay forward? He leaves the play there. Interesting decision. Saw there was no chance of scoring from it. Goes back, builds again.
Fantastic play by Tho there. He slowed it down so sensationally that it just meant that Extra, when he went for that bump, couldn't make any contact. Tho got a double touch, really well played out, and looking a lot more confident in this game. Straight off the ceiling, Devo to receive. Tho to get on the end of it for one, but not for two. Mark Bayet intercepts.
So far, so good after the tactical timeout, but Mark Bayet can undo that. It's hitting the post. Devo tries to get the save. He can't do it. Extra equalizes.
How does he squeak it by two of those defenders as well? Because Devo managed to defend, Demo one, and then Tho bumped Devo away from the ball when he went to defend it. Not a great communication, and BDS draw at level.
Yeah, well, as soon as that touch was made by, I think it was Mark Bayet, there was a little bit of desperation in the Guild ranks. You can understand why, but Extra still has the intelligence to make the most of that, to get that finish. It wasn't an easy one with the players there. Mark Bayet has to jump early to avoid being bumped. Tho goes for the man and not the ball as well. Guild definitely turning on the aggression. It's working for them to an extent. Team BDS will find a way to deal with it. Of course they will. But for now, it's equal. It's an even third game.
I really like the fact that we are seeing Guild going for these demos, going for the bumps, because right now BDS look comfortable. They look confident and just solid in the back line, quite frankly. But if you could disrupt that and bring a couple of players out of the play, get rid of them for 3 seconds, then you have opened up the net for a scoring opportunity, when the shot can frankly be unremarkable because remarkable play has happened elsewhere.
Here's Devo. Great pre-flip onto the backboard he goes. Nolly's arriving. Can't quite get the shot away. It was Monkey Moon. 2 of them went up. BDS players. The second one managed to get it. And now Monkey Moon down the other end does have a flip reset, but he's reached in the air. Tho not giving him any time at all to do anything with it. Should wait for this one to land. He passes. It's not the best decision. And Guild come forward now.
Monkey Moon goes for a low catch. Not much ground game being played so far. Flicks over one, Extra to receive 50s with Nolly, and so the possession falls to Guild with Devo and 100 boost. Anything can happen, but Mark Bayet leaves it up for Extra, utterly uncontested. Everybody boostless. BDS, though, had no idea, and they just kept punting it high.
I don't know why they didn't just shoot. You're right, they probably didn't realize how boosted up their opponents were. Maybe Bullcam not showing them where the orange players were lingering, which was very much in the goal, quaking in their boots. But they're restocked now, and they're knocking on BDS's door. Mark Bayet's going to have to slow it down. He's got 6 boosts himself, not very much at all. Devo's all the way back, so's Nolly, so Extra can nip in. This is dangerous for Guild and good for BDS. Nolly on the backboard, though, with his pre-flip, sends it long. 1 minute left, and we're still even.
Just absolutely surreal to watch those rotations and the play that can come out from BDS as the possession falls back to them. Mark Bayet hits onto the corner so Tho can receive it. Devo, nice touch in the center actually, but Nolly with not enough boost to be able to have any convincing play back on.
Yeah, it was a nice idea, but it didn't quite work out. But Extra's touch.
I like the theory.
Yeah, exactly. A great shout that came to nothing, but they're still trying some stuff. Showing they got tricks up their sleeves of Guild. Tho maybe could have turned for that one and gone for the redirect. I think that's what Devo wanted. But Nolly's got a really clean hit just to put some pressure on Team BDS. And he'll get this dunk here as well into the center. Devo up against Extra. Next goal could very much win this one. And it's Guild that are going for it. Down the line it goes. Extra takes a touch. It's going to be blocked by Nolly into the center. And no one's there. And now Mark Bayet has a chance.
It was yet again a theory play, and Mark Bayet wants it to become practice. Extra with the 50. Bounces down low. Devo from the backboard. We'll be having Monkey Moon touch it to the floor, and echoes of game 1 in game number 3 now. A 1-1 overtime. BDS taking the first one.
Yeah, completely identical with Guild scoring the first goal as well. Last time, BDS took 1 minute and 45 seconds to get the winner and really put a dagger in Guild's heart. Well, they repeat that trick. Devo's underneath this one with no boost. He needs to rotate out as soon as possible. He does so in the end, but he could still be a little bit boost starved here, and he's bumped too, so it's tough for Devo. As Extra goes up, and eventually Devo does get a clean hit. He goes long. No runners for him, so Monkey Moon's touch is the only one available. He gets another one as well. Extra does have a chance. He's been teed up. He's been bumped as well. He also turns that into a flip. Clever play from Extra, but good defending.
Tho to Devo will only find Mark by 8, however, and Extra has to go for a very awkward touch. Does manage to. Tho sees Nolly in the middle, but goes high with it. Devo there to receive. And as Nolly takes his time, very clever move to work his way back.
It's scary to say, but a few times now, Guild have had a chance where a slightly further forward third man would have been there for a finish, and he's not been.
Great send long from Tho, but will only find Extra. Sends it high, Devo to match it. From the ceiling, still has his flip, will not use it to get closer to the ball, and so Nolly, the backboard again. It's just BDS trying to hit Guild until they crack. That's their main thing. They can continue pressure as long as you like. Very rarely can teams actually hold out against it. Extra again sending it high. Sees Tho in a terribly awkward position. Backboard for the 15th time in a row. Extra tries to find the top corner. Tho to clear. Monkey Moon sees Extra central, but Extra turns away.
Yeah, Monkey Moon got himself a bit of time on the ball, and he did everything that he could have possibly done with it, but not quite enough. We're seeing so many touches for Team BDS. Guild can't get a word in edgeways. Is that it? Is that the transition they needed? It was, but Nolly's touch, not really the one he needed. He could have taken that one into the corner, bought some time. However, it's worked out in the end. Tho towards the backboard. Now Nolly has some defending to do again.
That's such a nice turn from Extra. Goes for one round on it because he didn't expect the half rotation to come in. So caught completely off guard. Monkey Moon finds Extra. So finds Mark by 8 in the center. Extra waiting a little bit further back. With a pinch off the side wall, Devo will have to stay clutch and clear it.
And he takes this dribble as well. Monkey Moon's backward and awkward, so Devo will win this 50-50. Extra just following up on this one. Tho's going to put it into the center. That's going to fall to Devo. How much boost does he have? It's plenty. Not quite as good a first touch as he needed, though, to do anything with it. So Monkey Moon can clear long. End-to-end boomable right now. Question is who blinks first? That one's almost going in, but not quite.
Tantalizingly close as well for Guild as BDS work their way back up the pitch. Extra chance to find Marbe Central. Does manage to do so, but with a little bit too much pace on it. No convincing shot. Monkey Moon finding Marbe again, but just no decent shot coming out from the middleman.
We've seen Mark by 8 sink those time and time again, but he couldn't quite generate the angle that he needed. And this tug of war continues to be a stalemate now. Tho's double touch is good for Devo. Devo's picked up some boost as well. He's going to go for a double tap off the ceiling. Monkey Moon out wide. Tho's coming in though. Gil definitely looking forward when they get the chance with the ball. Their third man a little bit more aggressive than it was earlier, and it's leading to pressure for them.
It's very much back and forth. As soon as Guild get a hold of BDS for a while, which is hard, another chance for Monkey Moon, it does then mean that Guild have a couple of attempts themselves. We've seen teams deal with the BDS pressure a lot worse than we are right now, and not with a chance to end it all. Doesn't manage to. Monkey Moon with a very aggressive half rotation, but Devo with a soft shot on net relinquishes pressure.
Still though, Tho does beat the BDS player to the ball. These small victories are what Guild are relying on right now. Can they get one too many for BDS to be able to hold down? Not with Extra on the ball, even though he's got no boost, he still gets it past one of them. Nolly's coming in, he's got a pass. It's Tho. He tries to go high, scoop it onto the path of Nolly, but Monkey Moon read it.
Nolly can be taking the touch here because Extra was high, nearly gets the dunk as well. From the ceiling, then Nolly ends up going low, but Monkey Moon catches it with the tip of his car to keep it away. Nolly, the Devo with a shot, but just goes wide, and Extra with no boost can work his way down the pitch. Completely fakes Nolly out as well.
Yeah, I don't know why Nolly didn't go for it. We had the boost deal, but here is Tho! Tho coming in clutch! The one time the backboard is open, and Tho gets it!
That's an absolutely filthy angle too. Doesn't even touch the floor, and Tho in 4.5 minutes can win their first game for Guild versus a relatively unstoppable looking BDS.
Well, that is how you use a tactical timeout. The players there that got their heads together with their coach Gregan and they thought, what wasn't working? What can work? Why did we seem so much worse in game 2? Whatever it was they settled upon, they fixed it, because that is the Guild that we've been seeing this tournament.
And Guild have looked amazing this tournament too. I have been shocked at how happy I have been with Guild, because there's normally, if we're being a bit harsh, a lot of holes in Guild. Like they rarely look like they are on the same page. But this tournament, this regional, they're looking like the team that they've always had visions of being.
Yeah, and that double tap there from Tho. I mean, you're not going to get too many chances against Team BDS. When you have it and you actually have boost, and there's actually not somehow 3 of them back, even though they were just swarming your goal a second ago, and you've actually not been bumped out the air, you've got to take those rare chances. So full credit to Tho. He had 8 shots, I've just seen. He had 8 shots, and the one he gets is the one that really matters in that overtime. And it sets this series up nicely, doesn't it, Stumpy? BDS will still be favorites from here, but Guild have got something to say about it.
I didn't see if Monkey Moon had his head in his hands again, because he did, after all, win. And honestly, that is quite big. Having Monkey Moon really show that emotion and get him into a headspace where he's like, I don't know how long I can deal with this for, because that was another game on top near enough. That was still 4.5 minutes extra of gameplay, and Guild end up winning. That is mentally rough. I expect BDS to shrug it off in the end, but if you have enough, if you chip them enough, they're sure to break at some point.
Well, it's been a long old season, Stumpy, and BDS have been at the top since the beginning. Since full regional number 1, BDS have been the team to beat. Months and months and months where everybody has been trying to take them down. And barring a period of pretty poor form around winter in 1 or 2 other tournaments, BDS have just remained at that summit. It is so exhausting, and continually they just fight. Even when they're down and need a bracket reset BDS fight, even when their opponents play better than they ever have before, BDS continue to scrap on. It's incredible.
In regional and major events, they are near unbeaten, and it's Guild attempting to do that now. If there's any team that can do it right now as well, I back Guild to be that team. We've said they're in form. They are in the form of their lives. Extra low, faking out though in the center. Lets that ball roll over his shoulder and can get it central round Monkey Moon. Marbaya has to tap it up to Monkey Moon. And again, that play out of defense is world class.
Yeah, and they're continuing the passes as well. Mark Bayet and Monkey Moon combining again. Extra, can he put this one away? Almost. Nolly in from the side, sets Guild up for something. Devo into the corner. Who's going to win this race for the boost? It's going to be Monkey Moon there, who now has 100 and bips it past his opponent. Though tried to just cushion that one towards somebody, but the demo and bump didn't come in. It's the tough read now for Devo. So again, we're seeing end-to-end stuff, but proper end-to-end stuff, where every time there's a touch, it's a solid long clearance that puts the opponent under pressure.
Devo absolutely out-muscling the attacker there as well, and yeah, bumps it into nearly an own goal. Won't quite manage it, however, and with 2 minutes gone in this game, we still sit at 0-0. Quite a lot of pressure going on both sides too. BDS with a couple more shots. I don't know who's going to break this stalemate first.
That's a great way to make it happen. They're going for these bumps. I feel like BDS are often being caught unaware by them. Perhaps they don't see Guild as the team that go for the bumps. They're just not keeping an eye out for them. The amount of times the camera will cut to one of the BDS players just traveling, staring at the ball quite happily, and then sideswiped by someone on Guild, it's really turning into a bit of, and I don't say this lightly, Stumpy, a thing.
It really is. And Nolly, bear in mind, with the first goal that Guild got, swept across BDS too. He got in the way, he completely got extra by surprise, and being in that blind spot is a fantastic place to be, because it suddenly means that your opponents, they have no idea where you are. Like, you can do so much from an unseen position. And Monkey Moon leaving that one very late, does manage to clear it away. With a very long shot too, Tho has to go at full extension to get it back. But from Monkey Moon to extra, still no goal. Monkey Moon fakes it low, but Tho to swipe in.
The defending from the side from Guild has been heroic at times, where again, the man on the line just looks absolutely stranded, and then last second, up pops one of his teammates to save the day. That was the case there again. Guild's going to need that to happen time and time again in the rest of this game if they're going to win it. There's this one going. It's the corner where Devo is just waiting for the ball to land. Markway accidentally pushes the ball backwards. And now Nolly up to the sky. He's got Devo to his left. If he can force a flip reset here, not quite able to, with Monkey Moon reaching in that quickly. Though daggers downwards. And extra goes high as well. Every time BDS are getting the ball, they're trying to slow it down in the air and take control. Guild going long instead.
Yeah, GLD are making sure that they don't have that control nice and close to their chest, whereas BDS seem to be doing very well with that pressure and actively hoping that they get that kind of pressure. Whereas solo play comes off, they go for a 50, and then one of their teammates is in an opportune position to score.
Oh, that backboard is looking very vulnerable indeed. Though hasn't got much boost to deal with this one either, but he forces the 50-50 out wide. Mark Boyette can get a pinch, but that will be BDS's only reward. The chance goes begging for the boys in blue. Haven't scored in a while now. It'll be on their minds. The Guild's just starting to get on top here. They have lost to this team, of course, in recent times. That sweep, we underplay it, but it was still something that Guild can take.
This is so much attack now, again, for BDS, where they're just trying to make a couple of chips appear in their vase. And Guild, they have stayed so solid and so strong defensively. D.Va with another pass central, but no players on Guild reading his fantastic chances. Nolly going for the 50, the ground pitch saved by Mark.
So impressive right now from the Guild players. Every time they're queuing up, they're making something happen with the ball. The solo players are working for all of them. Any other defense but BDS's would have been breached. But that's what happens when you're up against the best. Nolly has another chance. He has to beat Mark Boyette first. Actually, has Mark Boyette got a flip reset here? I don't know if that lands on all four
went
wheels.
off the side of his car.
Ah, I see. It could have been dangerous. 10 seconds left. Are we going into the third overtime of this series?
Potentially a 0-0 one as well, because Devo gets his central. Can he get that double tap? Doesn't quite manage to. Monkey Moon to the corner. Devo will let it touch down. Third overtime.
One each on overtimes as well. 2-1 overall to BDS in the series. And it's BDS that have started better from the kickoff. Monkey Moon trying to close down, though. Flips his way out of it. Nolly's helping him out. Rodonk's it along. Is there someone there for the finish?
Nolly!
It's Devo, but he's lost all of his momentum. And then Monkey Moon sends it out wide. Somehow BDS survived the early doors. But here comes Devo. And Guild do have it. 19 seconds was all it took. And Guild have equalized the series.
It took a few chances, though with a final perfect pinch across the net. That is so unbelievably placed from one of the relatively random actions in Rocket League, and it was put in the back by Devo. Guild, draw it level. Monkey Moon, he's downing some water. He knows he's in for a long one.
Yeah, this is turning into one of those long series. This is what we all wanted. Late in Spring Regional 3. A series potentially looking like it's got every chance of going to all 7 games. And Team BDS, they had their chances there. They are not playing badly at all. But Guild's defense is unlike anything we've ever seen from them.
It's incredible. I'm so impressed with how well Guild are holding up to the just meteoric attack of BDS, where it is rocket shots coming in as well. It's not just this close play where you need to have a clutch save, try and hope that it pinches to the corner. It's then Monkey Moon sending it down long, forcing a midfield player to launch backwards, tap the ball over the top, and then clear it away from that position again. BDS are hammering the point home as best they can, but Guild are staying so sturdy, and they deserve so much credit for that.
We have seen this happen before, though, Stumpy Goblin, where Team BDS race away at the start of the series. Their opponents, often Vitality in this situation, come back, and then suddenly BDS find 15th gear. Could that happen here? I think that the start of this game is going to be a massive clue to how the rest of this series is going to play out.
I feel like whoever wins this game wins the series 4-2. Because it's going to have that momentum, and it's either going to be Guild thinking, oh, they are BDS, or it's going to be BDS thinking, well, we are BDS.
Nobody can disagree with that logic. BDS are indeed BDS. You heard it here first. The BDS are in danger of being beaten.
They are fallible.
Boostless. They are, indeed. They bleed. He's though trying to set up Nolly, but Monkey Moon's coming in there. He's had a pretty quiet series as well, Monkey Moon. And he can just turn it on in an instant too.
Yeah, certainly. Any of the BDS players are able to work something out of nothing, but Guild at the same time are proving they can do that too. One thing that has gone utterly underutilized, though, are the passes from Devo, and Mark Boyette linking up with Extra prove that passes are fantastic and they do work.
When Extra first came to the fore for AS Monaco, it was his wall play that just wowed us all. The amount of control he had in situations that other players would haplessly pinch the ball, he manages to take control. And that dancing dribble was a perfect example of it. And then Monkey Moon, I accuse him of being quiet, not for long, from the kickoff, 2-0 BDS.
Such an unassuming dribble as well. Look, it's slow. It's just him going onto the ball, taking a touch, but it means that Nolly Right, it's so clever how Monkey Moon took that dribble because Nolly had the momentum to come in for a quick save. And so Monkey Moon slows it down, forces Nolly to wake at the back post, and then goes in with the boost. That's when he goes quick with it, when Nolly is fully idle. That's incredibly intelligent play.
This is beautiful to watch yet again. This is looking a little bit more Forbidden Temple and DFH, but we'll see if that continues. Marked by 8. Can he make it 3? Yes, he can. It's shooting practice for the Spaniard. He is never missing that.
3 goals already, and it's BDS realizing, oh yeah, we are BDS actually. And again, stoicism only on those cameras on the left-hand side of your screen, and potentially panic forming at Guild HQ.
They went 4-0 down in game number 2 and managed to win the second half 1-0. I think this one, I mean...
Second half.
Yeah, hey, look, it's true. Okay, at that early stage of the series, I was prepared to say write the game off. In this one, Guild can't do that at all. They have to continue to fight. But it's not easy, because BDS you said it. You said they're BDS. You were right. They are. Look at them be BDS.
It's maybe my most poignant piece of analysis I've ever given, that BDS are in fact BDS. And Guild, of course, agree with that sentiment. It's 4 goals. It's 1 minute 40. It is utter domination from BDS in this 5th match, showing they're on top for a reason. Guild, the relative newcomers, and they are looking as if they're down and out. We need some more words of wisdom from Gregan, but Guild no longer with the timeout.
Yeah, that's really tough as well. They've already lost that ace up their sleeve, and you're right, it's 4 goals the difference. It's also looking like a foregone conclusion, but Devo changes that, and we have parallels with game 2.
That's a fantastic play from Nolly as well, slowing it down, going for the bump, forces Extra to stay grounded because Devo is nice and close in. And those passes looking like the number of game number 5 because Devo's put in so many central, and I have felt so bad for him because me and you, Cole, we both love passing plays in Rocket League when we're playing, when we're watching. Devo was trying to facilitate that game style, and yet Tho and Nolly have not been on the same page. They've done very well in absence of that, so if Nolly and Tho get on that page of passes are king, then that may well be a fantastic avenue to explore.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Devo's been trying to spray the ball around as best he can, but you can see why Tho and Nolly are slightly further back than they normally would be, because you know the speed and venom with which BDS counter-attack. This is now a time, though, to just chuck everything in the middle of the ring if you're Guild and see what happens. Try and avoid getting dunked. It's rule number 1. They've already conceded goals from that one. That was almost another one. But just over half the game gone. 3 goals in it. It is manageable.
With Extra taking that touch and trying to work it around the wall, it's going to be ever so hard. Mark, central again. Very awkward challenge he went for, but Tho will be flicking it over the top. Extra in net, has to get the first touch there. Beats Tho by a solid 2 car lengths as well.
Devo sets himself up for something maybe, at least a read on Mark by 8's clearance. He and Nolly are both covering each angle and done well to do so, but Monkey Moon can prod it longwards. Devo's up there to reach his next touch. Extra is following up into the corner. He's got not much boost left, though, has Extra. So if those clearances are the clean one, Monkey Moon manages to get the ball to the corner. For once, doesn't bulldoze his way through to scoring a goal. What can he do here? It's a flip reset. His teammates following it and somehow going all the way in. Is it? No, it's just past the post. But that flip reset from Monkey Moon, it was telegraphed, yet it still worked.
It was a fabulous flip reset that just meant that in the end, Extra, the only issue was he didn't get the touch. And finally, on that goal line, Extra gets a second chance, and you bet he's going to take it.
Everybody says the BDS are all about pace, but that slight slowdown, Mark by 8 turning away from the ball, they're smart as well. They're as intelligent as anyone. They can just generate space unlike anybody else. 5-1, and they're playing at their best again. It's that quick. When BDS turn it on, it's without warning.
What I like as well is that their car body language is so clear. Like Extra shies away from the ball every now and then, but it's clear that he's doing that. And yet Guild still aren't quite able to read it. Monkey Moon finds the backboard as Devo tries to find hope with the double touch.
Yeah, a goal here would be massive for Guild if they can get one, if they can get something spicy especially, or force an own goal. But it was from something spicy from Nolly.
Yes, fantastic touch from Nolly from that sidewall onto the backboard with the double. Extra couldn't get the touch too well, and marked by 8, wrong place, wrong time. But a great chance for Guild now to get a confidence goal or 2. A work back into this series, and overtime is still very far away.
Absolutely, yeah. It would be a shame if this series was to completely get away from Guild. As happy as I am that BDS continue their run of dominance, I always love having a dynasty story going on. But this series in particular, I do want to make sure that if Guild lose it, they don't get demolished in game number 6. It's a 2-1. It's a 2-3, whatever it may be. Because they've played... They deserve more than that from the way they have played. They have to rise up and reach BDS's speed here, which isn't going to be easy. Is anybody ever going to touch the ball on the next round? Oh,
no,
Devo
please
is.
don't.
There it is. Oh, even when they miss, they score.
Deliberate fake?
Ooh.
From Monkey Moon? Have a little gander. Deliberate fake.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
That's a toughie, right?
I'm going to go with no. I'm going to be harsh here because it's BDS. What are you thinking?
I'm going to go yes, because it's one that I've finally seen where I don't know if he deliberately meant to fake it for the easier tap him.
Yeah, normally when I say, was that on purpose, you say no. You know fully well that was on purpose.
Yeah.
That was just a miss. But that one was an intriguing one. I look forward to seeing the debates on Twitter of whether that one was intentional. Perhaps the players can give us an answer themselves. But it's 6-2. It's 4 goals for Mark by 8. They are now in their full rhythm Team BDS, and they're still looking chill.
Yeah, they are. They've been here. They've been here. This is a semi-final. This is just a stepping stone to the grand finals they pretty much always appear in and have never come second in, which is just a ridiculous statistic. It is exciting to see Guild continue to fight, though, against Team BDS. 4 goals down, they managed to get 2 back. They still looked good. It was just being outplayed by BDS. And it would be a shame, as you say, if BDS did run away with this, because Guild have had so much pressure and a really good foot in the door in a lot of these opportunities. But I think what BDS is doing that's throwing Guild off their pace is by slowing that pace, where a couple of times they look like they're going to be absolutely smacking it at the backboard. It sends someone up for a pre-jump, which is what you need to do if they're smacking it at the backboard, and then they just won't. And then you've used 40 boosting to come back down to the ground, and already the goal has gone in. So BDS are fully controlling the pace of this game. Guild have got a real battle to wrestle that away from them.
Yeah, they have to make sure they're reading it when BDS do slam on the break, let the ball roll slightly longer than Guild expect it, because as you say, completely stumpy, they are the moments where Guild are losing sight of the ball, they're losing control of it, and that's where the BDS Predator arrives to put it away. But we've seen so much from Guild, and Devo, starting us off with a musty flick, says they're still here to make something of this semi-final.
Decent chance, I think, Cole, for Guild to have a 1-0, have a 2-0, and then feel out that Game 7, because you're not going to smash BDS in many games at all. So when you get a goal lead, it's one of those rare times where you keep putting the pressure on, but your main priority is getting the ball control.
I like this as well, what I'm seeing from Guild. They're trying to slow the ball down when they have the ball in the BDS half, as BDS have been so effective at doing, and it's worked even better than I expected. Nolly, I think he had no boost for this one.
He had 18 in the end, managed to flip it there with the power, but it was Monkey Moon who helped it on its way, sends it into the top corner, where Mark by 8 had the clear save.
Yeah, Monkey Moon making it interesting. Good on you, lad. Keep it close as possible. Hits though again. Can he double up for Guild? He's taking a snapshot. Oh, Monkey Moon clears long. Nolly's going to have to be watching this one all the way. Look at the power on that clearance, though. More than even extra anticipated. We had to hit the reverse button. Devo is getting a ceiling reset off that one, trying to bring out the flare as much as possible, but still the BDS attack is too good. Monkey Moon tries to bump Devo. Devo dodges it boostlessly and manages to get a great save.
I really love that composure from Devo. Dodges one and the ball in the same action. Absolutely spectacular.
What can he do down the other end now? He turns away from it, in fact, going to his third man position, tempting Mark by 8 to boom this one. Mark by 8 obliges, and there is Devo. No boost left, though. He's had to use it all to get that ball, but still almost manages to scoop it over the top of Monkey Moon. Guild playing with a little bit of swagger.
Yeah, Guild is certainly putting a bit more spice on these shots than they normally would, and Nolly sees the top corner begging for a ball to be smashed through it. And he obliges.
Yeah, in the form that he's in, Nolly is never missing that one. But again, Foe playing in front of the ball, been doing it excellently this series. When Guild are playing well, manages to make sure that the defenders are just going to struggle to reach that top corner. So a great finish, but also good work from Foe.
The minute and a half, that's Guild now with a 2-goal lead. But Monkey Moon trying to half that, doesn't manage to. Mark Baye and Monkey Moon have been getting in each other's way a couple of times this game. And as we said earlier, Cole, BDS are very, very fallible indeed. Just not many teams find out the recipe that will break them.
Tho is absolutely fearless as well. The amount of times he's going for bumps and demos with absolutely no boost. It's a clear tactic that Guild must have been working on, potentially specifically for Team BDS, and so far so good in this 6th game as Devo sends that one to the floor for some reason. Well, it's worked out okay because there's the linking touch.
He's been going for like floor pinches a few times where they've not actually come off because they require so much time to do, and against 2 defenders, you're not going to get them off well.
Yeah, but it's the fact that it draws in 2 defenders. I think that's what Devo is thinking, at least. Maybe it'll backfire at one point if he tries one too many, but he's certainly trying to be as unpredictable as possible. Perhaps all of Guild are. The predictable thing to do here is to get that ball as high as possible, as quickly as possible. That's what they did do, and they've saved it again. They're surviving BDS waves of attack, and BDS is starting to get a little bit frustrated by the looks of things.
The Guild defense looking utterly first class. Mark Baye shooting, Nolly saving. Time and time again. Well, usually BDS's idea is, well, we'll just keep hammering that net. Eventually we'll get a goal, right? Guild are not going along with that game plan. They are making sure that they are setting they're setting the stage for extraordinary saves.
And look at that from Tho as well. He knew what Extra was trying in the last couple of games. Oh my goodness, might have been going in from one end of the pitch to the other. I didn't even see how that occurred. But yeah, when Tho was defending up against Extra there, he waited for Extra's little shimmy, his little dance. He said, go on then, son. If you want to slow the ball down, you are welcome to, because I'm sitting back 5 or 6 feet further back than I normally would. That's how they defended it so well, and I think that's what's shocking BDS.
As Nolly takes us round that right wall, he will cut it central. Normally a player would go to the ceiling there, like Devo is proving absolutely perfectly. Gets it over 1. Can he get that second 50-50? That's all he's banking for. And look at Devo positioning now. Tries to go for that bump. Forces Monkey Moon into an early jump. He will still get the save, will still get the ball past the halfway line, but time is a tick in BDS.
Mark by 8, can't see this double touch. Extra's coming in, there's 2 goalkeepers there, and still Extra finds the goal. What a strike that is.
Oh my word. 2 defenders, both poised to save it, and Extra sends it to the bottom right corner. That is pixel perfect, and it's Extra halving the lead of Guild.
To make it even more impressive as well, as they were both in the center of the goal, one of them was peeling to the left, the other one was heading right. So, in theory, they had the whole goal covered. And yet Extra's finish was so good that it did not matter. But hang on, here's Nolly, wants to get the floor pinch. Monkey Moon blocks it to the side.
It's now time for Guild to maintain their calmness, stay consistent. Extra will be making this very hard for them, but Devo can clear it from that backboard with a touch on top. And then Extra to the backboard. Monkey Moon with an equalizer.
Potentially the assist of the tournament so far. How does he take so much pace off the ball with a doink when the ball is coming at a tough angle from the side? That is a genuine touch of genius from Extra, and BDS are on the precipice now of yet another grand finals.
Working their way back, BDS do not quit. Tho gets demoed out of the sky. Mark by it attempting to go for the demo play himself. And as Devo gets this ball not too far away, Tho has to get a great touch. Doesn't manage to, as Mark will help it along. The Extra to that right wall, unchallenged until Tho rears his head. 20 seconds left, Cole. Another overtime, perhaps?
Yeah, potentially it's looking likely, but what can Extra do to change that? Nothing. Actually, it's Tho's going to get the next touch. He's bumped slightly by Extra, which took him out for it. Now, Guild's ending it on the attack. Devo could win it here. He's got a chance for a double. And Devo has sunk the double. 5 seconds left. Devo may have just given Guild the win.
The former world champion beating out 2 of the best players in the world and double tapping it. That is class. That is absolutely excellent from Devo.
Yesterday, we saw a Spanish kickoff come into play. Will we see anything similar? No, we won't. Instead, it's Guild winning it. Nolly tips it over the top of the defense triumphantly. This could be it. We could be heading to Game 7.
Yet again, why not? Let's have another one. This series has been full of them so far. But Devo having that speed to hit it over the top of BDS and then sink the double is world class. It's what Guild needed. And it's how they will potentially be making the grand finals by going through the absolute demons of BDS.
And as if the pressure wasn't high enough, we're going to have to go to a very short break before we come back to this Champions Field match between Guild and Team BDS. Do not go anywhere.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are here. We apologize for that delay. We decided to play Game 7 off stream and BDS won. We're joking. I'm joking. That didn't happen. Don't worry. We held. Game 7 is still yet to occur. For anybody who is wondering how the series has gone so far, it has been a back and forth between BDS and Guild. We find ourselves in Game 7, and we find Guild on the verge of going to their first ever RLCS X Grand Finals.
And they were just so close to conceding off the kickoff straight away there, but they'll be relieved to see the ball just trickling to the side of their own goal. Guild are playing this one so well. Just to remind you all, they scored the winner after being 2 goals up in the last game, having it pegged back, and then Devo with 5 seconds left, a double tap, and that is what has led us here. I've never seen Guild perform this higher standard.
Guild have just looked so confident in pretty much every single play they've gone for. We've had one smashing in the middle of this series, but BDS are due one in every series they play. Guild are just thankful that their defense has been so stellar and it has held out against just thunderous shots ricocheting off their backboard, off their posts, and off their cars most of the time.
Yeah, and there has, of course, been that break, so we'll see which of these two teams are going to deal with that the better. Mark is found, he's backwards, he's still somehow generating more power than any of us have ever generated playing Rocket League in that octane. But it's defended well by Guild, at least for now. X tries to tee up Mark by 8 again. There was a touch away, I think it was Stowe, but he got taken out of the game as payment for it. Devo has to read this and does. So far, BDS on the ascendancy, but Guild defending it well, especially with Stowe coming in here just to block away Monkey Moon. He's still lingering around, wants to redirect, can't get it. Nolly dribbles away.
Defensively, Devo has looked like a brand new player. I have been enamored with how well he has been taking the ball close to him or sending it away, depending on what the situation asks for. And Tho will try and find Nolly in the midfield, the double commit to it. That's how Guild won the last game. Devo goes low, then he goes at Monkey Moon.
Oh my goodness, he's done the Alpha. Alpha did that to BDS of Vitality yesterday, where he rose up in a Fennec as well, backflipped, and then got the touch past the defense. Didn't quite happen for Devo, but it's good to see that he's been doing his homework against his opponents.
Somehow 2 minutes have elapsed, and it's still 0-0. Mark by 8 getting a honestly unfortunate touch because Monkey Moon was there. Maybe he could have faked it a little bit nice, but Extra to get that ball straight away. Now Nolly on the left wing doesn't quite get bumped out by Extra, who has to rotate back to get a little bit of boost. Devo up high, Tho aiming for Extra in the back line. The goal now looking utterly open.
It was, and I love that from Guild as well. There was a bump off the ball, then there was Tho nipping in again where nobody from BDS expected him to be. They've definitely had the element of surprise, have Guild, throughout this whole thing, but Extra's trying to shock Guild's defense there with that fake. Falls to Mark by 8 up against Nolly. Nolly off the wall. Extra's hovering underneath that one. How far is his clearance? Not too far. Devo's in the middle, avoids the bump. Can he get the second touch? It's Tho, but it's saved by Extra.
Extra jumping for one save, doesn't need to get that one, and so repositions for the second. Nolly with a whiff will leave the ball going down towards Extra. Air dribbles it, tries to go up and over Devo, but big man Dave stands tall in the face of him. Monkey Moon shot just wide, and with Nolly and Devo going down the other end, it's a dribble chance.
Yeah, well, there had to be 2 Guild defenders going for that one at the same time. Extra's up from Nolly's clearance. BDS coming forward again, but here's Tho just to stop that attack before it really begins. And he can go around the side as well. Wanted to get a touch a bit more central than that. The clearance isn't too good by Monkey Moon. Mark by 8 helped his teammate out, though. And Monkey Moon's going to get a touch in the centre. What can he do with it? He tries to knock it down to Mark by 8, but it's saved for now at least. Extra shoots. It's saved by Tho. Nolly arrives at the last second, and again Guild survive.
Absolute perfection on defense right there from Guild again. Devo blocking it away. Extra credited with the shot, and Devo no save. Very harsh game. As Mark by 8 in the midfield sends it goalwards. Nobody's home, but Devo can just about fake away the touch.
Double commit there from Monkey Moon and Mark by 8. Mark by 8 stranded somewhat. Had to get a touch towards Monkey Moon. Did well in the end. Now Extra to the corner. 32 boost and can't do anything with it because Nolly nips in there and sends it back towards Monkey Moon. Guild still sending the ball back long. 1 minute remaining. How has 4 minutes gone already? I've got no idea.
This game is fast, it is frenetic, it is absolute chaos. But every single player is playing at the top of their ability. Marked by a rockets a shot from the ceiling. Isn't quite able to get it on target, however. And so it leaves it open for Monkey Moon to come in. Extra touches it to the right-hand wall. No boost waiting midfield Extra. You're going to have to do this one on the boost you had.
Great read from Foe. That ball was cannoning off the ceiling. Really hard to read. And Devo the same up against Monkey Moon. But Monkey Moon does manage to get towards Mark by 8. This could be the moment. Foe's trying to defend it. Devo avoids the own goal. That would have been disastrous. It still could be, but Nolly helps Devo out. We remain goalless. 20 seconds left.
It's BDS with a gigantic boost advantage, however, and Extra getting that touch wide and the side boost. Leaves it up for Mark by 8. Touches it central. Extra there to clear, but Tho remains vigilant.
The game seemed to go in slow motion. Still BDS can't score, and Devo saves that one on the corner. This could be yet another overtime in this series. I've lost count of the number, unless Monkey Moon comes in here and finishes it. But wait a minute, here comes Tho. He's got Nolly in front of him. Nolly can get a pass, can he, towards Tho? Oh my goodness, it's like we've just started, and somehow it's already overtime time.
Because, of course, we go to a Game 7 overtime. Guild fighting to get further than they've ever managed to previously, and BDS their only roadblock. That was Guild on defense for a solid 5 minutes, and BDS still couldn't put anything past them.
All it takes is one chance for Guild, and they knock BDS out. This could be it. Extra saves out wide. Foe's already closing it down. Happy to play in front of the ball as he has been all series. Devo wants to go solo. He's already been Guild savior once before, almost was again, but Extra read that bump.
Off the ceiling, Tho will attempt to go for the second. Extra, though, up quick as he like, needed to get that touch. Nolly sees nobody center, has to do it himself. Devo, though, there to take advantage of the bump. Touch from Nolly finds Tho, the double opportunity. Shot to the top corner, and Tho sends Guild into the grand finals, their inaugural appearance after taking down BDS.
Unbelievable, the ball fell to Tho. 47 seconds into an overtime that Guild completely and utterly dominated after defending with their hearts and their souls for 5 entire minutes. Only 2 saves for Guild according to the game stats. Not sure I believe that one. That's a bit weird, but oh my goodness. And how do they still look so calm, Stumpy? I'm reacting more than they are.
There is relief, and there is that absolute seal of tension being broken across those Guild comms. They've done it. Previously, their furthest result has been semi-finals, and now, at the final time of asking, Guild Esports have made it to those grand finals by going through Team BDS. They were not fazed by the break. That timeout working wonders for Guild. I'm excited to see how they do, Cole, because that is a team that we have wanted to see for a year now.
This is the Guild that we have always wanted, since they brought Devo in as well. They've never looked this good. Today's been a great day for Guild.
Yeah.
They've already set themselves up to appear in the championships, and now they have a chance to play for $30,000 today. Could this be Guild's day? You'll have to find out after the next series, because the other semi-finals is coming up soon.